change.
And now victims are allowed to give victim impact statements at the time of sentencing in a murder case. And Gwen really was the catalyst for all that. She was the pioneer of the victims' rights movement.
You have to deal with the emotions. You have to remember every day, because you still want the people who committed these dreadful crimes to be behind bars.
Oh, absolutely. There's hardly a day that I don't think about my sister. I mean, she's still very much within my heart, and still very much, I mean, even though she may not stand beside us, you know, our family are always our family, and I miss her. I mean, every day. And my mother, I watched my mother go through the years after Sharon's death with tremendous pain every single day. I mean, you learn, it's like learning to live with a gaping wound that you never heals. You just learn to live with it. Mm-hmm. And that's what being a victim is like, I think, for most victims, because it doesn't go away, not for anybody. There's that tremendous loss, that void in your heart, you know, in your life, and you just have to deal with it best you can. The taking of a life by the amount of years spent by that prisoner is not good enough for me, and for most victims, you know, that loses a member of their family.
Finally, parole hearings for the rest of your life, if necessary.
Oh, absolutely. Until I die or they die.
Patty Tate, thank you very much for being with us. And thank you.
Day, and my mom collapsed in a doorway when we found out that there were no survivors at the house.
Memories are still sharp, even though you were, what, 10, 11 years?
I was 11 going on 12. Yeah, my memories of that day I can remember perfectly. The days thereafter are a blur to me.
When was the last time you remember talking to your sister?
I think it was the day before she was murdered. We had been there all day, and it was a very hot August night, or August day, and we had spent the time swimming in the pool, and she'd often lay down and take naps, and I'd sit, and by the hour, you know, she'd let me hang on to her belly to try to, you know, I could feel the baby moving, and putting my ear up there. I was very excited about being an aunt, and we had been apart from my sister for quite some time because she had been in England living, and we had only been, including her, had only been home for about 2 weeks. For a second, I had to put my hand over my mouth because I started crying so hard because of my collective fears over a good part of my life. You know, these people have been my nightmares since I've been a child. This is not a story. For a lot of people, it's been a story they've heard over and over. This is my reality that has nightmares growing up, and just broken my family to pieces. And my mother, to sit and watch a mother or a father go through a needless loss of their child is the most terrible thing that could ever happen. I would have done anything to be able to help my mother's and father's pain, but you pictures.
It was terrible.
It was
the most horrific crimes.
I was in the shower rinsing off, and Mother and a guest were, prior to the phone call, were in the kitchen talking. Wayne called, gave her the news. She completely fell apart, came into the bathroom with the neighbor lady, slung the shower door open, and said, "Sharon's been killed. It was unbelievably cruel and heinous. Out of her mind, more or less. She shut off completely for over 10 years. My father became extremely reclusive and withdrawn. I pretty much ran the household, took care of my little sister, did the best I could to hold everything together. I am Sharon's younger sister, the middle sister.
You must have been a little girl.
I was just before my 17th birthday, just a couple of months shy of 17. Was my best friend. I had spent most of the summer hanging out at the house. Called with the unbelievable news that there was a viable possibility that these people could be gaining their freedom, and she lit up for the first time in many years.
Gave her something to do.
It gave her something to do. She had a purpose. The purpose was to continue living and obtaining signatures against the release of her firstborn daughter's murder, or murderers, I should say. And we got 600,000 signatures.
How long will you go on doing this?
Until I draw my last breath.